her.
Why didn't you listen to me?
Welcome to Lie, Cheat, and Steal, the game where you have to find out who has all the answers. 8 players will answer questions to add money to their team bank. The more obscure the answer, the more money they make. However, one of them has been given all the answers, and their goal is to find that person. Cheater, feel free to add as much or as little to the pot as you like, just don't get caught. The cheater has been randomly chosen by a third party, and tonight that third party is Susan. Say hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
And now I've been told you have a very special way of choosing the cheater tonight.
I do. So what I did was I wrote and recorded a song about each player tonight. I uploaded them all to MySpace, and the song that got the most plays, that's tonight's cheater.
Excellent.
So it's like 1 by accident to 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0.
Hey, I'm really amazing. So there were like 4 plays.
I think the only people hanging around MySpace are Justin Timberlake and Tom.
Correct.
All right, so first up tonight we have Jared. Jared, are you the cheater?
I am not.
Next we have Matt. Matt, are you the cheater?
I am not the cheater.
Okay. CK. CK, are you the cheater?
Absolutely not the cheater.
Lydia. Lydia, are you the cheater?
I promise you, I am not the cheater.
Bryan. Bryan, are you the cheater?
Probably not.
Langley. Langley, is it you?
I don't think so. No, it's not me.
Nate. Nate, are you the cheater?
No.
Okay. And Nadia. Nadia, are you the cheater?
I am not the cheater.
Okay. One of them has begun their lying, and it's your job to find out who it is. We'll play the first 2 questions here, and hopefully you can find out who it is based on that. Okay, here comes the first question. Name the first 10 countries of the world when listed alphabetically. The first country alphabetically will add 50 cents to the pot. The 10th most will add $5. And in addition, the first person who uncovers a number 10 answer will receive immunity through that round. So keep that in mind. And Jared, you have been randomly picked to go first.
Okay, I know there are a lot of countries that start with A. So for the team, I'm going to try to establish an upper limit and guess Beirut.
That does not make the list, no. But you've taken one for the team, they might have an idea of where it ends. Matt.
I'm going to guess Argentina.
Yes, Argentina is number 7, so 350. There. CK.
Oh.
Afghanistan.
Yep, Afghanistan is number 1, very first.
Oh crap.
50 cents. Hey, you're on the board, it's something.
Yeah.
All right. And Lydia.
Algeria.
Yep. Algeria is number 3. $1.50. Bryan.
How about Australia?
That is number 9. Very good. $4.50. Langley.
Let's try Albania.
Yep, Albania is on the board. It is number 2. $1. Nate.
So it's alphabetical, so this should be easy. Did any start with A, Z, A, Y, W? How about Armenia?
Yeah, Armenia, number 8. $4. Very good.
Has to be number 8.
Yep. And Nadia.
That's a man who knows his alphabet.
I even memorized it backwards in case I get stopped by the popo while I'm drinking.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything. Antarctica?
No, Antarctica is sadly not a country. All right. It's a continent, so it's close. We'll go over the other ones here. Andorra,
Andorra,
Angola,
Angola.
Antigua and Barbuda. And the $5 answer, if you can see right after Australia, it makes sense. Austria. Yep.
Ah,
All right. You still added a good bit of money to the pot there. We'll play our second question for double the amount. Okay. Name these things that are also letters of the alphabet. So every answer is simply one letter. Film suitable for all ages. Roman numeral for 50. A strikeout in baseball. The speed of light in Einstein's equation. Will Smith's agent character in Men in Black. 2.71828. A 1931 Peter Lorre film. A punk band known for 4th of July and Burning House of Love. The mysterious leader of Team Plasma and Pokemon, and a river in Oregon once named the shortest in the world. So every answer is just a single letter. Matt, you're first.
Am I allowed to ask my wife, who is sitting right next to me?
No.
Okay.
No lifelines.
No
Wrong game.
lifeline. Okay.
One of you has the
Well-
answers. Don't start looking suspicious now.
I am going to have to go with the only one that I know for sure, and a strikeout in baseball is K.
Yep. A strikeout is a K. Gets you on the board. Better than nothing. 3 for you. Okay, and we go to CK.
I'm just gonna go for the Will Smith and say that's J.
Will Smith's character in Men in Black is Agent J. That is correct. $5. Very good. Lydia.
Well, CK just took my best answer.
Oh.
How about Roman numeral for 50 is L?
L is correct for $2. Bryan.
I'm just going alphabetical here.
I noticed the same thing, Jared. Like,
This is a guess, but I'm still pretty confident in it because if I was a punk band naming myself after a letter, it would be X. And that's the $8 answer, X.
Yeah, that is good reasoning. That is the band X. Yes, featuring Viggo Mortensen's ex-wife.
That's shit. I didn't know that was.
Langley.
I'm gonna try for the 1931 Peter Lorre film. Is that an M?
That is M, yep. And had Bryan gotten that, we would have stayed with our alphabetical order theme, but yes. Peter Lorre and Fritz
Way to
Lang's M. Nate.
Sorry to wreck that for you.
How did you know that? All right, so I am all too familiar with the irrational constant of E, which is 2.71828.
That is E. That is right. Very good.
That's the base of natural logarithms.
$6. All right. Nadia.
Nate, are you like a nuclear?
Nancy knows the alphabet backwards.
My undergrad degree is in mechanical engineering. I had to be able to use that shit in my sleep.
Oh, that's awesome, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess the mysterious leader is Q.
Now, Pokemon, they're thankfully not QAnon members. It is not Q.
Yeah.
And
You don't know
Q
that.
and,
Jared.
right, I believe the speed of light is C.
That is right. E equals MC squared. C is the speed of light. $4. Very good on that question. You nailed it very well. Number 1 is, of course, G. Ian, do you know number 9?
Of course, it's N.
It is N. Anyone know the possible shortest river in the world?
No, I've never
That
been
is
to
the
one.
D River.
Oh,
It's also the shortest name.
Yeah, the cheater didn't take the bait there and go for the hardest one, so good for them. Okay. So at
He
this
is
point,
generally the hardest.
yeah.
He's also
So at this point, I will tally up
He's
the
a bird.
scores and get the bank for the first round. If anyone wants to start making accusations, now is the time. No one earned immunity in that round, so that offer will carry over to the next round.
I feel like Brian's reasoning for his answer was, whatever. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the alcohol. I don't know.
maybe so.
Bryan, you've been accused. Would you like to defend yourself?
I don't know. The alphabet fascinates me. I took a survey once of all my classmates in school. Asked
I
what's
have,
your letter
I've
of the alphabet?
memorized at least 18 of the 26, 7 letters of the alphabet.
I'm sorry, what? No, but seriously, I took a survey, and girls always chose their favorite letter was like the first initial of their boyfriend's name or something like that. Guys almost always chose X.
Weird.
Bryan, would you like to throw an accusation back at anybody?
I would like to accuse Nate of hasty accusing.
Oh, geez.
I mean, the name of the game is hasty accusing, so that's understandable.
I'm just now learning to play the game since I've been so ineffective at it up till now.
Isn't it great when it clicks and you're like, aha?
I get it. I have to be a jerk. I got it.
So as a team, you're currently standing at a nice even $50.
Hey,
But if you fail to vote out the cheater, that's going to be cut in half. So here are your individual totals at the moment. And I need all 8 of you to please privately DM me the name of the person you think is the cheater. So go ahead and send me your votes now.
And while you're considering who to vote for, I will tell you, I've done some extensive research and learned some facts about the cheater. And the first of those facts is that the cheater's favorite Jeopardy category is potpourri.
Well, it definitely wasn't letters. Yes, and Susan has various facts about the cheater for the whole night. All right, all the votes are in. It's time to find out who the first player eliminated from the game will be. If you fail to eliminate the cheater, you're going to lose half of that bank. An honest player will leave the game. The cheater will stay in. Okay, no one has immunity. Bryan, we are going to start with you.
I got a vibe from Langley. I think it was Langley.
You are going to vote for the new player in his first round.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a strategy.
Baptism by fire.
Langley, who did you vote for?
I voted for Jared.
Okay, one for Jared. Nate, how about you?
I voted for Bryan.
Okay.
Based on the aforementioned accuracy.
One for Langley, one for Jared, one for Bryan. Nadia.
I said Nate.
Hey. Oh, everyone hide your fake shocked
You
reaction.
maybe haven't been here for previous weeks, but it's never.
Nate is hoping to continue his streak of never being the cheater and also never winning. Lydia.
I voted for Nadia. I figure maybe she's playing the long con.
Okay. One vote for Nadia. So we have 5 players with 5 different votes so far. CK.
I voted for Nate because I think it's his destiny, every week this to happen.
Okay, that is 2 votes for Nate. If it's one more, it's goodbye for him. Matt.
I voted for Bryan because I'm just not buying the punk band guess work that he used as justification for that high-ranking answer.
All right, that is 2 for Bryan and 2 for Nate. Jared.
Similar to Matt, wasn't buying it. I said Bryan.
That means that the first player voted out of the game tonight will be Bryan. And Bryan, now we have to know, you've been voted out with 3 votes. Were you the cheater?
No, that explanation was 100% true.
Bryan was not the cheater. I'm sorry, the cheater stays in the game.
Yes.
And we will be right back after this with more Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. We've got 7 players left. They're down to $25. And players, now's a good time to talk about your rollover. If at any point during the game you don't know an answer and you think someone else does, or you're suspicious of a player and want to put them on the spot, use your rollover, that's the R you see below you, and pass your turn to the player of your choice. You each get to use that once. And remember that number 10 answer immunity is still in play. We'll play some more questions here. Name the 10 children of Joe and Catherine Jackson, 9 of which had musical careers. They're just ranked in order of how well they're known. CK, you get to go first.
I'm just trying to think. Which one? Let's go with Tito.
Yeah, it's a good answer. Tito is number 4. Okay, Lydia.
About Latoya.
Yep, number 3, Latoya. $1.50. Langley.
Let's go for the one nobody talks about, Reby.
Yeah, Reby, number 9. Very good. $4.50.
You're right. I've never talked about Reby.
If that's not a tell, come on. They're like, I'm not gonna get 10, but
Oh, the 10 is the one who didn't have the musical career. If you know that one, you probably are the cheater. Nate.
I mean Jermaine. It's
Yes.
gotta be like 6 or 7, right?
Number 5, Jermaine.
Nah, that's right.
Very good. $2.50. Nadia.
Janet.
Janet. Number 2. $1.
It's Jackson and Canesti.
Could have wrote that whole thing on the answer, but it would have been
that was built into this question.
a more stretched out answer board. Jared.
Well, I was counting. I'm like, all right, where am I coming up on the turn? As long as there are 5, I should be safe. And I don't even know the 5. So I gotta say Michael.
Yeah, of course, number 1,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Get you on the board. And Matt, you get to give the final answer here.
Yeah, you guys took all my ideas, so I guess I'm going to guess Cousin Oliver.
Yeah, when the Jackson 5 duetted with John Denver. Yeah, no, sorry, Cousin Oliver was not one of the Jacksons. We'll go over the other ones here.
Can we just give him 50 cents for that ant? Like that was
I think
brilliant.
it's clever, but if I'm giving money for clever answers, we're on the wrong show. Marlon, Jackie, Randy Jackson, not
Randy.
that one.
Randy Jackson.
Not the dog one, the other one. And the number 10 answer for $5 would have been Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yep.
That's the
He's the one who didn't have the musical career.
Half my family is from Gary. I should have known more of these Jackson things.
Yeah, you said Cousin Oliver, so you probably. Okay, moving on to our next question here. Answer these questions about TV characters who were recast. This sitcom's Chuck Cunningham was played by Gavin O'Herlihy, then Randolph Roberts, then disappeared without explanation. This 60s sitcom switched dicks midstream when Dick Sargent replaced Dick York. Name either villain on the Adam West Batman who was played by 3 separate actors. This character was played by Elliot Gould in the movie, Wayne Roberts in the TV series, and Pernell Roberts in the spinoff. This character on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was played by Janet Hubert before being controversially replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid. On Seinfeld, George Costanza's father was played by John Randolph before being replaced by this actor. The character of Marta Estrella only appeared in 8 episodes of this sitcom, but was played by 3 separate actresses. The only main character from the Brady Bunch who was recast for the Brady Bunch Hour variety show. This Mad Men character was played by 4 separate actors, with Mason Dale Cotton playing him from season 5 until the end of the show. And this Twin Peaks character was played by Lara Flynn Boyle for both seasons, but was recast with Moira Kelly for the film. And Lydia, you're first.
Seinfeld. George Costanza's father was played by Jerry Stiller.
He was Jerry Stiller. Very good. $6. And Langley.
I know that Mad Men one, but I can't think of the actual kid's name. So I'm going to go with the Brady Bunch one, which I believe was Cindy Brady.
Not Cindy. I'm sorry. No.
No.
Nate. We had a 1 in 8 chance.
This is I'm drinking and this is a lot of words.
That's why I read them all slowly and you had time.
Oh, slowly for you. Jerry Stiller was the first one I knew too, but the Marta Estrella one I happen to know is Arrested Development. because
That is
I'm-
correct. She was on 8 episodes, played by 3 separate actresses. The rest is
Oh my
development.
God. I knew that. I knew
All
that.
right, Nadia.
literally the only other one I knew. So I'm glad that y'all didn't know.
Taking another guess. Saying that the villain is the Riddler.
Oh no, I know number 5 now too.
The Riddler was played by 2 actors, but not 3. Sorry, no. Good guess, Jared.
Oh, this feels like a trap to get voted out in round 3. But in Fire Walk with Me, Maura Kelly played Donna.
That's correct. Donna Hayward, and you have immunity through this round. Very good. You look nothing like Lara Flynn Boyle. Matt.
Net.
I'm implicating you next time because you just stole the only $10 answer I've ever known in the history of this game.
Matt wanted to look suspicious instead, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to figure it out here. Now, if I wanted to make everyone laugh, I'd say Cousin Oliver for number 8, but I'm not going to do that.
Or Rebby.
I think, well, I'll go for the $2 Bewitched.
That is correct. Bewitched, switch dicks, $2. And money is money. It adds to the bank. CK.
Just gonna take a shot at the Brady Bunch one because I think it's between 2.
You can talk it out because you're the last player. So if you want to say which 2 it's between, that's fine.
I can say which 2 I'm thinking of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I think it's either Jan or Bobby. Bobby was like hurt in some car accident. He was a race car driver, and then Jan was having some other issues. But I'm gonna say Jan.
Well, you're right. It was Jan or Bobby. You went with Jan, which is correct. Very good.
Nice.
We'll go over the other ones here. Number 1 is Happy Days. The 2 villains on Adam West Batman, played by 3 separate actors, were Mr. Freeze or Catwoman. Number 4 is Trapper John from MASH, and later Trapper John McIntyre, the show. 5 was Aunt Vivian. And the character on Mad Men who Langley couldn't remember was Bobby Draper.
Yep, that's son.
All right. So I will add up the bank for that round. If you want to start making accusations, you cannot vote off Jared that round. He got the $10 answer. He is safe.
So
Yeah, wait till
I have
next
a
round.
question.
Yes.
Trapper John is a spinoff of MASH.
Yep.
What?
Learn something new every day.
I had no idea. Wow.
I was initially suspicious of Lydia for knowing her answer right away as quickly as she did, because I hadn't even read half the answers, even though you'd read them. But that could be because I'm drinking, and maybe I was just jealous of her processing capacity.
But you had time to look them over before the round.
Yeah.
This sounds like a you thing.
I watched Seinfeld a lot. I love Jerry Stiller. And now I'm making myself sound like a cheater because I'm on the spot, but Jerry Stiller is an amazing actor, and who wouldn't,
He
right?
was.
So, and I did read the questions ahead of time, so I had plenty of time.
So when you want to call out?
It just feels mean.
This game is mean. Come
No.
on.
No, I like to do my backstabbing behind closed doors.
That works. Okay. So let's take a look. Team total is currently up to $69. And here are your individual scores. Everyone, please DM me the name of the player you think is the cheater, and I'll tally up the votes. Jared has immunity. You cannot vote for him.
All right.
Everyone else is vulnerable.
And I'll just let you know while you're voting that another piece of
Hey, Rachel.
information that I uncovered was that at summer camp, the cheater won a trophy for being the cutest snorkeler.
No.
All votes votes are in. Time to find out who the second player leaving the game will be. Langley, we're going to start with you. Who do you think the cheater is?
I said Lydia, but I'll be honest, I'm not very confident in that. So
Okay. So we have one vote for Lydia. Jared, who do you say? We know you're safe.
I have absolutely no idea. So to ease my conscience, I tried to guess who wouldn't get another vote. And I said Matt. Or I said Nate.
Nate. Okay. One for Lydia.
I went back and forth.
One for Nate. We're going to see who Nate voted for.
I voted for you. I will not agree.
Okay. 2 votes for Lydia. Lydia, who did you say?
Well, turnaround is fair play, and I voted for Nate.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 2 for Nate, 2 for Lydia. Nadia.
I feel real bad now because I was just being petty, but I didn't want to be that petty. I voted for Lydia.
That is 3 votes for Lydia. If she gets one more, she is out.
You voted for me.
CK.
Well, now it's interesting. I voted for Nate.
oh wow.
This is interesting, isn't it? That is 3 votes for Nate, 3 votes for Lydia, and Matt could potentially break this tie. Matt, who'd you vote for?
I voted for Nate
Oh no.
only because Jared wasn't available.
They have pretty much announced who they want to vote for next round, but now we have to know. Nate, with 4 votes, you've been voted out of the game. Were you the cheater?
I guess it doesn't matter if I'm the cheater or not. I'm getting voted out early. Yes, I was.
You were.
I really, really was.
All right,
Oh my God.
congratulations, player. You voted the cheater out of the game. The full $69 remains in the bank. Susan is going to randomly assign a new cheater. When we come back, that player will start their cheating. We'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. We have 6 players left, and before the break, they correctly voted out the cheater. So that means they keep the entire bank of $69 for the time being. A new cheater has been assigned, and Susan would like to tell us how she did that.
Yes, so this time I randomly assigned each of you a country that placed in the finals of the 1987 Miss Universe pageant. The player associated with the contestant from the country with the most lakes is the cheater.
That's probably the best way yet. All right. So, Jared, are you the new cheater?
No, not the new cheater.
Matt, is it you?
No, I am not. And I wouldn't tell you if I were.
CK, are you the cheater?
Nope.
Lydia, how about you?
I am not the cheater.
Langley, are you the cheater?
Nope.
And Nadia, are you the cheater?
I am not.
One of them has begun the lying, and we're going to play 2 more questions, see if the players can spot the cheater once again. So this is our answer board. I have 20 answers on the board, 10 are right, 10 are wrong. The more obscure the answer, the more money it's worth, as always. Question is, which of these films were turned into TV series? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Soylent Green, Bad Teacher, Casablanca, Halloween, Dirty Dancing, 12 Monkeys, Citizen Kane, Breakfast Club, Footloose, Clueless, Hard 8, Working Girl, Waterworld, Friday Night Lights, Shine, Training Day, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and Logan's Run. Langley, you get to go first.
You mean television show, right?
Yeah, television show, not just a pilot or something or a TV movie.
Okay, good. Okay. Let's go with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted. Yeah, $1.50. There was a live action show and also a cartoon.
There was a live action show?
There was a live action
Yeah,
Bill and Ted.
it was terrible.
It did not have Keanu or Alex Winter. Or George Carlin, obviously. Nadia.
Oh. Bad teacher?
Bad teacher. Let's light it up and see. Sure was, $2. Short-lived TV series. Jared.
I know a few of these, but I'm trying to think which one would be worth more money. 12 Monkeys on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, $1. 12 Monkeys. Ran a couple
right.
seasons on the Sci-Fi Network. Matt.
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. Yeah, probably more famous as a show than a movie. 50 cents for you. CK.
Not for sure, but I feel like I remember E.T. was a cartoon series at one time, so I'm going to guess that one.
Light it up and see. No, E.T. was not a TV show. I'm sorry.
Shoot.
Lydia.
I know for a fact that Clueless was a TV series.
Clueless. Sure was. $3. Very good. All right, we'll go over the other answers here. They tried Casablanca twice somehow.
What?
Yeah,
What would that even look like?
I don't want to know.
It
let's
was
see,
called
Working
Everybody
Girl.
Comes to Rips.
Very short-lived show, Working Girl. Logan's Run.
Logan's Run.
Yep.
Huh.
Training Day.
Training Day.
How many do we have? Okay, let's see. Dirty Dancing. And that is all 10. Yeah, those are the 10 that were actual TV shows. Good job on that round. We'll play another question here.
That would have been a hard one for me. I would have guessed.
It's amazing how many times they've said, hey, that was a great movie. Let's make an uninspired show out of it. There are exceptions to the uninspired part, obviously.
E.T. would have made a great cartoon, I'm just saying.
That could have worked, yeah. I think it could have worked. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 separate lists. I just need you to tell me any member of those lists that has Mr. or Mrs. in the title. Any A-Team actor, any Brad Pitt film, any SNL sketch, any Beatles song, any running gag on Arrested Development, any work by the author Virginia Woolf, any Christmas song, any 1939 film that was nominated for an Oscar, any outstanding comedy series nominee at the Emmy Awards, and any Superman villain. And we're going to start with Nadia. Any with Mr. or Mrs.
Oh. Brad Pitt is Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yep, the Brad Pitt movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Very good. $2. Hey, Jared.
All right. I want the team to know I could give a less suspicious answer. But I'm putting the $10 in for all of us.
What is it?
Superman's villain is Mr. Mitzelplitz. Mitzelplitz.
I'm going to accept that, yeah. I wrote down a pronunciation guide for myself. It's Mixelpidalik. Now, do you know what defeats him?
You have to say his name backwards.
Yeah,
And sends it
say
back to
his
the
name
dimension.
Yeah, very good. Mr. Mixelpidalik is correct, along with all the others there. Okay, Matt.
Migraine.
Mr. Electronics. I thought that was like a like Radio Shack's
Circuit City knockoff.
Yeah, it's Radio Shack's biggest competitor, Mr. Electronics.
I don't know any of these. I can't even believe I can't think of a Beatles song. But I
Great
I
Beatles
feel
song,
like,
Hey, Mr. Jude.
like the Mr. Microphone was an Arrested Development running gag.
Mr. Sargent.
Are you going with that?
Mr. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Microphone. No, that was not an Arrested Development running gag. Sorry.
Oh.
CK.
I'm trying to decide if I want to use my rollover, if I just want to go for the number one. Just give me Mr. T for the $1, please.
Mr. T was the A-Team actor. That is correct. Put $1 into the bank there. Lydia.
One of my favorite SNL sketches was Mr. Peepers.
Yeah, that is correct. I have a whole list here. I only put a couple on the board. Mr. Peepers is definitely one of them. That is correct.
Mr. Robinson. Oh, shit.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, Mr. Bill, Mrs. T. Yeah,
Morning.
a whole bunch of them. Langley.
1939 Oscar nominee is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Yeah, the Jimmy Stewart movie, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Also, Goodbye, Mr. Ships and Young Mr. Lincoln. That is correct. Pretty good round overall. We'll go over the other ones here. Anyone think
down all the 1930s movies, Langley?
1939 was a big year. Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite, Mean Mr. Mustard, Please Mr. Postman, or Mr. Moonlight. Arrested Development and Running Gag. Bunch of these.
Mr. F.
Mr. F, Mrs.
Mr.
Featherbottom, Mr. Manager, or Mr. Banana Grabber. The most famous Virginia Woolf work on here is Mrs. Dalloway, but there are some essays as well. Christmas songs would have been You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Hello, Mr. Kringle, or Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh from South Park.
Yeah.
The most famous Emmy nominee for Outstanding Comedy Series would have been,
No.
this is Maisel, but Mr. Peepers is also on there.
Yeah. Shut
That's a lot
up.
this round. All right, so the cheater has cheated for the last 2 questions. A lot of big answers got in that round. Start accusing.
It's a new cheater.
Is a new cheater, that's tough.
is
And
be
Jared was the most
accusing
suspicious, so
people.
he's not going to say anything.
I'm kind of baffled that no one sings Mr. F to themselves just randomly throughout the day.
That's what I've been doing.
I was alone in that.
Why do you think no one does that? I do that.
I do.
Try
yeah.
hard
No one-
not to
and
do
no
that
one
before the round is
answered it,
over.
so no one sings it to themselves on a daily basis like I do.
I randomly sing Rent songs to myself on a daily basis.
Oh, sure, that's a
I was actually singing it right now, but didn't want to say it just in case I gave away an answer. So no,
Okay,
I'm with
yeah.
you on that one.
Okay, that's fair. You're off the hook, Langley.
I'm glad the audience doesn't think you're the cheater because they don't get to vote for a long time.
It was more of making you all feel shame than accusing anyone.
That is kind of Liz's thing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still confused on why people vote out the person who puts the most money in the bank, other than they may or may
Because
not.
you were the cheater last week.
Well, yeah, but how much money did y'all lose before you
He's
figured
still
it out?
defending that he wasn't the cheater last week. This is real
But I mean, like, how much money did y'all lose before that happened? If, like, I only had immunity for the first question. If you would have voted me out on the second, you would have had a hell of a lot more money. But no.
You're up to a total of $101.
Wow.
But if you fail to vote
bad.
out the cheater this round, that's going to be cut in half. So 6 remaining players. The red line signifies where the new cheater was assigned. I need the 6 of you to send me your votes, please.
And while you're voting, I'll let you know that the cheater knows all the words to I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
All the votes are in.
It's a-
See if we have gone 2 rounds in a row voting out the cheater. I'd be very impressed. Jared, we will start with you. Who do you think the new cheater is?
I don't think, I don't know, but I said Nadia.
Nadia. Okay, 1 vote for Nadia. Nadia, who do you think?
I said CK.
Okay. 1 for Nadia, 1 for CK. CK.
I said Nadia.
2 votes for Nadia. Lydia.
I said Matt.
Okay, so if there's one more vote for Nadia, she is out. Matt, who did you say?
I said Jared.
Okay, 2 for Nadia, 1 for Matt, 1 for Jared, 1 for CK. Langley.
I said CK.
Oh no, 2 for CK, 2 for Nadia, which means we have a tie. And now the cheater gets to pick off the player of their choice. Your money has been cut in half once again. And now I need all 6 of you to please DM Susan, the name of the contestant you would like to send home. Cheater, only your vote counts. Does not have to be one of the 2 tied players. So I'll pull it back here so you have the names. Everyone please send Susan, the name of the player you would like to send home. Cheater, only your vote counts. The cheater has decided which player is going to. We'll find out now. If I click on your name and it turns green like this, you're safe. If it turns red, you're the player the cheater has chosen. Let's find out which of the honest players is going to be going home. Langley, we'll start with you. You're safe. You're on to the next round.
Okay.
DK. You're safe. Nadia. Nadia, you're on to the next round. Lydia. Lydia, you're safe. Comes down to Matt and Jared. Cheater has chosen one of them. Matt. Oh no, Matt, I'm sorry. The cheater has chosen you and the game is over. We know you weren't the cheater. Hopefully you can come back at the end and make some money by voting out the correct cheater. We have 50-50 in the bank, 5 players left. The cheater's still in the game. We'll be right back with another round of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. 5 players left. A little over $50 in the bank. The cheater has cheated successfully through one round. We're going to see if they can do it again. First question of the round, and we're going to start with Jared. Name the top 10 best written TV shows of all time, according to the Writers Guild of America. In 2013, they published a list of the greatest written TV shows, and these are the top 10. Jared, you're first.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, perhaps because of the year and it had just finished, does not make the top 10. CK.
I'm thinking of a really old show. I'm hoping that The Twilight Zone is up there.
Yeah, that is definitely there. Number 3. $1.50. Very good. Lydia.
I was also thinking of a pretty old show, All in the Family.
Mhm.
Yeah, number 4, All in the Family. There we go. Langley.
Okay, let's see. That is in 2013. So, they're not gonna say that. It's obvious, but I'm just gonna MASH.
Yeah, number 5. We're going right at the middle of the board here. Number 5 is Matt.
Okay.
I was shooting at the wrong decade.
If it was today, I think Breaking Bad would be top 10. I think it's just because it just finished. Nadia.
Really?
Oh,
Give it a shot.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, Seinfeld is number 2. $1 for you. And that is all 5 of you, so we'll go over the other ones here. Number 1 is The Sopranos. Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Mad Men.
Oh, it was there. Okay.
Cheers. The Wire. And number 10 would have been $5, The West Wing.
Disagree.
On all or just The West Wing?
Just the West Wing.
Okay. I think they're only counting the good seasons.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. All right. Name the 10 greatest power ballads of all time, according to a 2015 Louder Sound article. And I'll give you the bands here. Aerosmith, Poison, Journey, Guns N' Roses, Meatloaf, Heart, Whitesnake, REO Speedwagon, Def Leppard, and Bon Jovi. Okay.
It's so frustrating because I'm just kind of blanking. I mean, I know I'm going to hate myself when I see what the top answers are. I'm thinking the highest one I can think of is Heart. And I'm hoping it's What About Love?
Not What About Love? No, sorry.
Right.
Lydia.
Going right for Bon Jovi. It has to be Bed of Roses.
Not Bed of Roses.
What?
Yeah. That's what I would have thought. Yeah. Langley.
This is the face of someone that this is a complete blind spot to me. It's not like
You have your hand off the R.
You do have your rollover.
No, I'm gonna try to answer one of these. Meatloaf. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Yeah, there were two. It was between, I'm sure, for everybody, and that's not it. Sorry. Yeah, Nadia.
I was pulling for it.
Of course.
I don't want to close my eyes. Aerosmith.
I'm gonna give it to you. I don't want to miss a thing. But yeah,
That's what it is.
$1. And Jared.
Now I feel like I'm gonna be suspicious for giving an answer if it happens to be right. Is some table talk allowed? Can I ask if anyone wants my rollover?
Yeah, that's fine. Feel free. Just don't say what the answer is. I
Right,
can tell you
right.
you want it. Yeah.
CK, Lydia, either of you want to take a second stab at your artist?
I think I might know Meatloaf, but I can't.
All right, CK, it's all yours.
Okay, I'm hoping it is 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
There's the one. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think I was giving away by saying it was down to 2. Battle to Hell is not exactly a power ballad.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
great.
Nope.
We'll go over
Yes.
the other ones here. Good use of the rollover. Poison is Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Don't stop.
Journey is Open Arms.
Open Arms.
Oh,
Guns N' Roses was
November Rain.
November
The
Rain.
November Rain.
Yep. The top 5 I found very tough.
Oh,
Heart
Heart
is
is
Alone.
Alone.
no,
Whitesnake
I don't.
is This Love.
Oh.
REO was
Can't fight this feeling.
10
Can't
Inch.
Fight This Feeling. Nate, you would have been great at this round. Def Leppard.
That was Aerosmith.
Love bites.
Love Bites.
Oh,
Bon Jovi. I had never heard of this song. Never Say Goodbye.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've heard of that.
Nate,
I'm
you
also
should
not
have
a big
cheated
Bon
better.
Jovi fan.
I'm telling you, I wasn't even provided the answers to this one. I would have got like 8 of them.
All right, so if anyone wants to go ahead, now is the time.
I was just in my form.
Yeah, I'm suspicious of myself because I sucked at that one.
All right, it was a tough round, but we were still up to 62.50. And here are your leaderboard scores. You can go ahead and cast your votes now. See if you can vote the cheater out of the game.
And while you're voting, another fact that I uncovered about the cheater is that when John Cena, the WWE wrestler, says, "You can't see me," the cheater can see him.
All right, all the votes are in. Let's see what happens. Jared, we'll start with you. Who do you think the cheater is?
I said Nadia.
Okay, that's 1 vote for Nadia. CK.
I changed it to Langley.
CK is going for Langley. Okay. Lydia, what do you think?
I noticed Langley had a solid showing, so I also voted for Langley.
Hey, that's 2 votes for Langley. If he gets 1 more, he's out. Langley, who did you vote for?
I voted for Jared.
Okay. 1 vote for Jared. And Nadia.
I also voted for Jared.
2 votes for Jared. 2 votes for Langley. We have another tie.
Normal number.
All right, your money's cut in half once again. I need all 5 of you to please send Susan the name of the player you want to send home. Cheater, yours is the only vote that counts. Lock in your tie-break vote. Does not need to be Jared or Langley, can be any of the 5 players. The cheater has made their ruling. Time to see who they've eliminated. Nadia, Lydia, CK, Langley, Jared. Turns green, you're safe. It's red, you're out of the game. Jared, we'll start with you. Jared, you are on through the next round. Langley. Oh no, Langley, I'm sorry, the cheater has chosen you. We know you are an honest player. Hopefully you can make some money at the end of the game by finding the cheater. We have 4 players left, 31-25 in the bank, and 1 cheater still out on the loose. We'll be right back with another round of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. We've got 4 players left in the game. They haven't been able to find the cheater these last few rounds. 2 votes have ended in ties and the bank is at 31.25. But we're going to play 2 more questions, and for each question, they get to give 2 answers. So hopefully that'll help them find out who the cheater is. Here comes the first question of the round. Okay, name the 10 members of the introductory class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986. Now, keep in mind, these are all artists who would have started in the 50s, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Bob Dylan. They didn't make it till 2 years later. All acts who started in the 50s, and Lydia, you get to go first.
Let's try Elvis Presley.
Yeah, Elvis is number 1. 50 cents. Nadia.
Can I ask a clarification question?
Absolutely.
Can bands be introduced, or is it individual members?
Can be bands, can be individual singers, either one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Guns N' Roses.
No, Guns N' Roses does not make the list, no. Jared.
You said all 10 were started in the 50s?
Yeah, these are all artists that started in one form or another in the 50s. So even the Beatles didn't make it.
Then let's go Chuck Berry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry is number 2.
Nope.
$1. Okay.
Jeez, Pete, I'm trying to think back in the 50s. Oh, okay. No, crap. The Beach Boys.
Nope, Beach Boys did not start in the 50s. They were a couple years later, they made it.
Oh my God.
Lydia, we're back to you.
Ray Charles.
Yeah, Ray Charles is number 6. Very good.
One.
$3. Okay. Nadia, again. You have your rollover if you want it.
I'll do that.
Okay, who would you like to pass to?
Oh, I got a pick too. I'll say Jared.
Okay, you're rolling over to Jared. Jared, what do you think?
How about the Platters?
No, the Platters were not in the introductory year, no. And you get your regular turn now.
Well, shoot. The Dave Clark 5.
No, Dave Clark 5 did not make it. CK.
Okay, I think I got it this time.
All right, I have faith in you.
Buddy Holly.
There you go. Buddy Holly, number 5. Very good.
All right.
250. All right, so that is everybody here. We'll go over the other answers. You're gonna be very upset when you see some of these answers. Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, all the 50s artists. James Brown,
Oh,
Fats Domino, Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke.
$5 answer would have been the Everly Brothers.
Oh, wow.
Yep, all started in the 50s. Moving on to our next question. Picture around this
Was
time.
it James Brown or was it the JBs? though?
Now, James Brown as an artist started in one form or another in the 50s, yeah.
Okay.
Even that wasn't his best known era. Okay. Name these people who share their names first or last with famous Disney characters. I will zoom in on pictures if need be. Nadia, you are first.
Oh man, I totally misread the question. Donald Duck, Donald Glover.
Which one?
Donald Glover, the
Nope.
second number 2.
Yes. Donald Glover, that is correct, $2. Hey, Jared.
Could I get a zoom in on number 6, please?
Sure thing.
I believe that's Ursula Andress.
Ursula Andress, that is correct. Shares her first name with the villain from The Little Mermaid. Very good. $6. CK.
number 4, Minnie Driver.
Yep. Minnie Driver. Shares her name with Minnie Mouse. Lydia.
Well, number 1 is Mickey Rourke.
Yep, Mickey Rourke. $1. There's his name with that great Disney character, Mickey the Rabbit. Okay. Nadia.
His real name, John.
What did you say?
5, Little John.
Yeah, Little John is a character from Robin Hood. Jared.
Number 3 is Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley. There's her name with the famous duck. $3 for you. Okay.
Thinking about using my rollover. You guys feel confident? No.
Not seeing a lot of confidence there.
I'm out.
All right. Number 7, it's Goofy Perkins.
That great saloon owner, Goofy Perkins. No, I'm sorry. Lydia.
I am completely unsure of any of these. I don't know. Number 7 is Dumbo Walsh.
Dumbo Walsh, no. I appreciate the inspired guesses, though. We'll go over the other 4. They're pretty tough. Does anyone know number 7? It is the Wild West lawman and Western mustache competition winner 3 years running, Doc Holliday. 8 is the actress Elsa Lanchester, Elsa from Frozen. Number 9 is Winnie Mandela. And the $10 answer would have gotten you the most money, and also a lot of suspicion on your back. Michael Gaston.
Oh, like Gaston.
Yep, like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. All right, I'll tally up the banks.
No one balds like Gaston, apparently.
Famous for shooting dogs on the leftovers. Okay. Now is the time. Tied back-to-back rounds. We don't want that again. Peter held back a lot.
Jared, what movie was Ursula Andress in?
Bond movie. I think it was Dr. No.
Jared, would you like to accuse anybody?
James Bond.
I mean, Nadia did very well on that question, but that could mean anything. I don't know.
All right, people still seem a little unsure. One of you 4 is the cheater, has been holding back on a lot of money you could have right now. But as a team, you have accumulated $59.25, still not bad. Here's your round totals. And I need the 4 of you to please send me the name of the person you think is a cheater. If you fail to eliminate the cheater, your money will be cut in half once more. But 3 of you will be going on to our final round in just a few moments. Cast your votes. And Susan has another fact about the cheater.
I do. So the cheater's favorite Muppet baby is Skeeter.
I mean, that's everyone's favorite, right?
I mean, smart people, yes.
Yeah. All right, the votes are cast. One of the 4 won't be going to the final 3. Let's find out who it's going to be. Jared, I'll start with you. Who do you think the cheater is?
I said Lydia.
Okay, 1 for Lydia. Nadia, who did you say?
I said Jared.
1 for Jared, 1 for Lydia. CK.
I said Nadia.
We could, once again, potentially have a 4-way tie. It's only been 2 rounds in a row. Lydia, you're going to break this tie for us?
I'm going to break the tie.
All right.
I voted for Jared.
Jared, I'm sorry, with 2 votes, you have been voted out of the game. They think you're the cheater. Now it's the moment of truth. Jared, were you the cheater?
Yeah, I was.
He was the cheater.
What?
Very nicely done. The $59.25 remains in the bank. Susan is going to assign a new cheater, and one of these 3 will stop playing an honest game right after this. Welcome back to the final round of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Our 3 players were able to vote the cheater, Jared, out last round. They keep the entire $59.25 in their bank, and a new cheater has been assigned. Let's take a look at how this final round is going to work. If the 2 honest players can successfully vote the cheater out of the game, they will split the entire bank 50-50 and win right there. If they fail, the money will be halved. Another honest player will leave the game, and the fate will be in the audience's hands. You don't want that. You want to be able to control your own destiny in this game. But we do have 3 players left, CK, Lydia, Nadia, and Susan. You have chosen a new cheater, and you have a new method of doing so.
I have, because it's spring, what I did was I planted a radish seed for each of the remaining contestants, and the one that germinated first is the cheater.
Aw.
Just since the last round?
Yes,
It's
Very
amazing how fast plants grow when you sing to them.
it's true.
CK, are you the new cheater?
No.
Lydia, are you the new cheater?
Wouldn't it be funny? No, I'm not.
Nadia, are you the new cheater?
I'm not the cheater.
All right, one of them is lying, and we're going to see how much they give away as we play our final 2 questions of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. CK and Lydia, you both have your rollovers left, so keep that in mind. First question. On what reality show did these infamous people first appear? Mike, The Situation Sorrentino, Omarosa Manigault Newman, Phil Robertson, Sanjaya Malakar, Juan Pablo Galavis, Dr. Will Kirby, Russell Hantz, Tiffany Pollard, David Puck Rainey, and Jonathan Baker.
Oof.
Nadia, you get to go first.
The Situation is from Jersey Shore.
Yep, starting at the bottom here. Jersey Shore, 50 cents. Very good. Back to CK.
Omarosa was The Apprentice.
Yes, she was an infamous character on The Apprentice. I mean, not as infamous as the host, but one for you. Lydia, you want to go for the 150?
No, I was feeling really confident, and now I'm feeling less confident. But I think David Puck Rainey was on Survivor.
David Puck Rainey, no, it was not Survivor. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we're going to loop back around here. Nadia.
Tiffany Pollard was on The Flavor of Love.
Yes.
Right. Flavor of Love. Very good. $4.
I'm embarrassed by how many of these I know, by the way.
I mean, they're part of pop culture, whether you like it or not. Even if you haven't watched the show, you know the names.
I blame my mother.
All right, CK.
I'm just, I don't know. Dr.
You have your
Will.
rollover.
No, I gotta save it for the next question.
All right. Fair
Was
enough.
Dr. Will Kirby on The Bachelor?
He was not on The Bachelor. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Lydia.
So I'm going to try again on David Puck Rainey. Would it have been The Real World?
The Real World. Very good. You got it that time. 450. All right. So we got 4 of the 6. That's not bad. We'll go over the other answers. Phil Robertson was on that crazy quack show, Duck Dynasty. Sanjaya was on American Idol. Juan Pablo was The Bachelor. He was infamously sexist and homophobic and all the other awful things they shouldn't cast on that show. Dr. Will Kirby was on an early season of Big Brother. Here was the Survivor one, Russell Hantz. I think Richard Hatch was too obvious, so there's the other one. If your name is RH, just don't go on Survivor. And Jonathan Baker was on The Amazing Race. And then was also famously on Fear Factor, where he threatened to beat up Joe Rogan, which, I mean, isn't a bad idea, but not for the reason.
$20 on that guy.
We'll move on to our final question of the night. Last chance to add some money to the bank. Okay. Fill in these Bible verses with the name of a book or movie. All of these titles got their name from a verse in the Bible. Blank and A Time to Heal, A Time to Break Down, and A Time to Build Up. Baptizing them blank, and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. 7 days from now, I will send rain on the earth. It will rain for blank. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence, lived in the land of Nod, blank. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were blank. Consider the blank, how they grow, they toil not, nor do they spin. Blank, and the sun goes down and hastens to the place where it arose. He that troubleth his shall blank. And when he had opened blank, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I charge thee before God and the Lord Jesus Christ, who will judge blank. CK, we're going to start with you.
And now I get to use my rollover.
Would you like to roll over to Lydia, Nadia, or Beethoven?
Let's go with Lydia.
All right, Lydia, it's on you. What do you think?
All right. Once upon a time, I was a little religious. So I will consider the lilies of the field, how they grow, for $6.
That is correct. Lilies of the Field, the Sidney Poitier film, $6. Very good use of your rollover there. And Lydia, it is your turn now.
Okay. 7 days from now, I will send rain on the earth. It will rain for 40 days and 40 nights.
That's correct. The movie 40 Days and 40 Nights, $3 more. Okay, Nadia, your turn.
Baptizing them in the name of the Father.
That's right. The Daniel Day-Lewis movie In the Name of the Father. Very good. $2. And we are back to CK, who doesn't have a rollover anymore.
Yeah. I'm just going to pass. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a Bible
No
person.
answer. Okay. Lydia, one more from you.
A time to kill and a time to heal.
That is correct. The movie A Time to Kill, based on the John Grisham novel. $1 for you. Some of these are books, some are movies, many are both. Okay, and the final answer is from Nadia.
Number 10 is who will judge God, Lord Jesus Christ.
That great Leonardo DiCaprio movie, God, Lord Jesus Christ.
Who will judge the Titanic?
I would say it's best to go for the $10 answer if you don't know, because at least you'll make some money if you're right. All right. That's a tough question. You did pretty well on it. We'll go over the other ones here. Anyone know number 4, In the Land of Nod, East of Eden? Number 5 is The Evening and the Morning Were the Sixth Day. 7 is The Sun Also Rises and the Sun Goes Down, Hemingway novel. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit
House
the
of
wind.
Monkeys. No, wait. Seven Monkeys. Wait.
And when he had
Seventh Seal.
opened the seventh seal, there you go. Yep. Anyone know
It's
number
the
10?
one I knew.
No. Shoot.
Lord Jesus Christ, who will judge the
Judge
quick and the
Dredd.
dead? All right. I'm going to tally up your final bank. CK, Lydia, Nadia. Now is the time to accuse. If the two honest players find the cheater, they're going to split that bank. Start accusing.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, you have a 50-50 shot at it.
Yeah. It's not me.
Lydia, Nadia, what do you guys think?
This is a really tough one. 'Cause I don't know anything about reality TV, so I believe other people do.
Okay, I have adjusted the scoreboard here. Here are the scores for the last round. Remember, the cheater has only been cheating for one round. Have a total on the night. CK, Lydia, Nadia, 81-25.
Nice.
Two honest players find that cheater, they're going to split that entire bank. If they don't, it's cut in half. The audience gets to decide. CK, Lydia, Nadia, send me your final votes. Do we have one final fact about the cheater?
We do have one final fact about the cheater.
Okay.
The cheater's middle name probably is not Horatio.
Three players have locked in their votes. It's time to see if the two honest players have spotted the cheater. CK, Lydia, Nadia, 81-25 sitting in the back. You can take that home right now if you vote the cheater out. And Lydia, we'll start with you. Did you say CK or Nadia?
I chose not.
Okay. Nadia, did you say CK or Lydia?
I said Lydia.
Lydia says Nadia. Nadia says Lydia. CK, we know you're not going to be voted out. It all comes down to this. CK, who did you vote for?
I said Lydia.
Lydia with 2 votes. You have been voted out of the game. Now we have to find out. It's the ultimate moment of truth. Lydia, for $81.25, were you the cheater?
I spent a lot of time singing in the church choir. I was not the cheater.
She was not the cheater.
Nice.
CK, Nadia, one of you has duped the other. The bank is cut in half one last time at $40.62. When we come back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, we're going to find out who the audience votes for in the final vote of the game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. The 2 players remaining have voted out Lydia, who was not the cheater. So they are down to $40.62. And now it is up to the audience to vote. But before our 7 audience members vote, CK and Nadia are each going to have 15 final seconds to defend themselves, prove they were not the cheater in this last round. Nadia, you added more to the bank in that last round, so you get to go first. 15 seconds to defend yourself. Ready, go.
There's one that I got by accident. It was actually like a joke guess. I honestly had no idea. I had no idea who that woman was.
All right.
I didn't even remember
I understand.
CK, you have 15 final seconds to defend yourself, and go.
Okay, I gotta hand it to Nadia. She played this game excellently. I mean, she's obviously the cheater, but she played it very well. It was not me, so.
Time. Okay, audience, please lock in your votes as to who you think the cheater is, either CK or Nadia. Audience, if you are correct, every player who got it right will split half of that bank, $20.31, and the honest player will get the other $20.31. But if you fail, the cheater will win the entire bank. I'm gonna pull up the scores in a moment so you can look that over, who you think the cheater might be. Okay, audience, eliminated players, lock in your final votes, please. The final vote has been locked in. We're about to find out who's going to be taking home that bank. In the bank, there's $40.62. If the audience spots the cheater, they'll take home $20.31 to divide amongst themselves, and the honest player will take home the other $20.31. But if they're wrong, the cheater takes home the entire $40.62. So before we reveal the final vote, we need to find out. CK, Nadia, one of you has been lying through the last round. Now we have to know which of you was the cheater.
It was I.
It was Nadia. Congratulations, Nadia, on making it this far. Let's see which of you will be taking home that money. Okay. It will take 4 votes to eliminate a player because we have 7. We're going to start with Ian.
Oh, man. I really didn't buy the whole, oh, I'm not the cheater. She played such a good game, so I voted for CK. Damn
One
it.
vote for CK. All right, Langley.
Why don't you listen to me?
You should have listened.
Stop trying to be a meme. It's not-
I did the exact same thing. I voted for CK.
Sounds like you did listen.
2 votes for CK. All right, Lydia.
I voted for Nadia.
Okay, you got it right. So if the majority of the audience is correct, you'll be splitting part of that money with them. Nate.
I also voted for CK for very much the same reason.
All right, if there is one more vote for CK, you have failed to find the cheater, and the cheater will take home all the money. Jared.
Well, I believed CK. I said Nadia.
Very nice.
Thank
Once
you,
again,
Jared.
you might be splitting some of that money. Amy, who did you say?
Oh man. You know, I really wasn't convinced by her speech either, so I went with CK.
Oh no, and that means with 4 votes, the audience has accused CK of being the cheater. And Nadia, you are the winner tonight. You take home the entire bank of $40.62. Very nicely done, Nadia. All
Good
right,
job.
Liz, just for fun, we'll see who you voted for as well.
I also voted for CK.
At least Liz and Ian are in agreement again, which means that CK's final speech was not convincing. And Nadia takes home all the money.
My
Well, that's
final
how we
speech
play
was
Lie, Cheat, and
so-
Steal. Thanks everyone for joining for another episode. Susan, thank you for handling all the cheater business tonight. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next
Vancouver
week
White.
on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Goodbye. I just wrote someone's name as Brad. We don't have a Brad. What?
Maybe we do.
Brad's the cheater.
Ooh, double cheater. Not
Okay.
only was I cheating, my name's not even.
Did you actually conduct a survey of favorite letters?
It's the most Bryan
school?
thing ever.
Yeah, that sounds
really
really
is.
plausible for
How
Bryan.
long have you known me?
But like that sounds like a caricature of Bryan. Like that doesn't sound
It was in high school though.
that's worse.
And she still thinks NSYNC and Justin Timberlake are overrated.
He's overrated as a human. I don't know about as a musician.
I'm gonna have to put a strong agree on there. Yeah, that's like, yeah.
The harshest review of anything I've ever heard. Overrated as a human.
Sorry. Take it up with
Just
Janet
a
Jackson.
devastating bird.
Take it up with Janet and Brittany.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I found Geraldo Rivera and also the body of Jimmy Neutron or whomever in my basement. It's Jimmy Hoffa, sorry. It's a Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, same difference.
Jimmy Hoffa, boy genius.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Neutron Hoffa.
I very much enjoyed that Scorsese movie where Robert De Niro played Jimmy Neutron.
Yes.
No, it was Steve Buscemi who played
Al
Jimmy.
Pacino is Sheen.
He's boy Teamster.